Once the opportunity arose for him to close the show, he did it in emphatic style.
Whatever he hits falls.
Andrew McCART, IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm here in New York, 1 day away from Haney versus Abdullaev. Devin, I've got to say, you've just had some good food under you now. You feeling fresh, you feeling happy, feeling good?
Yeah, I feel much better. Of course, you know, the weight cut is always hard for, you know, any fighter, so it was no different than all my other weight cuts, but you know, it feels good to have some liquid and some food back in my system.
You got a big smile on your face, man.
Yeah,
Good to see. Well, let's get down to the nitty gritty. You're facing Abdullaev, another unbeaten fighter like yourself. Good KO percentage as well. Have you seen much of Abdullaev coming into this fight?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of him though. I try not to watch my opponents too much because, you know, you can watch your opponent all day and they come in there and they be a total different fighter. So I try not to watch him too much, but I have saw a little bit of footage on him.
Obviously, this is for the interim title WBC.
Yeah.
Before we talk about obviously the name that everyone's talking about right now, but I don't want to go into that too much because you've got a big fight ahead of you and going to look past Abdullaev. But what can the fans expect from you against in Madison Square Garden?
Another you know, fireworks, you know, type of another firework type of performance. You know, my last fight, you know, I put the boxing world on notice, and you know, this fight, I want to do the same thing. I want to, you know, go in there and put on another great performance. You know, hopefully, you know, a spectacular knockout. You know, my last fight, it's hard to come by. You know, after that, you know, it's to come behind that. But I'm gonna go in there and do what I gotta do, take care of business, and look good doing it.
Madison Square Garden, your debut in the MSG. I mean, loads of fighters don't even get the opportunity to fight there. They want to fight there, but they don't get the opportunity. You're headlining on your first ever time there. What does that mean to you?
You know, it's a blessing. I never thought that it would come, you know, this fast, but I'm thankful for it, you know, and this is going to be my first of many. You know, I've been getting so much love out here in New York, and, you know, I'm just looking forward to the fight.
You said at the press conference that the prospect tag, you're not a prospect anymore, but I mean, you have had 20 plus fights. In that terms, you're not a prospect, but you're still only 20 years old.
Yeah.
So there's still the man strength to come, there's still the growing to come. So
and that's why they want to, you know, label me as a prospect because, you know, my age, but really my experience and you know, my ranking shows, and the type of opponents that I'm fighting now, you know, shows that I'm no longer a prospect. But you know, me being so young, they're gonna keep putting it on me until I become world champion.
Well, let's talk about it then. Well, you want to be world champion. You were vocal back on the 31st of August when Lomachenko faced Campbell.
Yeah.
As soon as Lomachenko beat Campbell, I think that your first tweet was like, I'd beat Lomachenko. Or something to that effect. What makes you say that? I mean, people have said that before.
I've been saying this for a while now, but now, you know, the lights are on me now. So you know, whatever I say, you know, they eat it up, and they really listen to it now. But I've been saying it for a while now, and sorry about that.
It's good.
But I've been saying it for a while now, but now the boxing world is really paying attention to it, and you know, now after Lomachenko's last performance, a lot of people in the boxing world are also saying it or thinking it, saying, you know, maybe this guy, you know, can put up a good fight with Lomachenko. But you know, a couple months ago they were saying that Lomachenko will blow me out of the water. So now the boxing world are starting to realize, and after this fight, hopefully that
you calling him out? After this fight?
No. I wouldn't say I'm calling him out. This fight, you know, puts me inside, you know, puts me to be the mandatory. So of course, that's the fight that I want, and hopefully the boxing fans demand the fight after this.
People like myself, as a fan watching Lomachenko, I try and watch his style. I'm like, I can't pick any faults in his game. Can you? Can you see any faults?
Of course. You know, no fighter is perfect. I don't care who you are. You know, whether, you know, some of the multiple greats. Everybody has flaws. Nobody could do everything. But I do see some flaws in his game. But it's a lot different on the outside. You know, I'm not in there, so of course, you know, I wouldn't know. But I'm willing to take that chance. You know, I'm willing to put my all up.
That's what I was going to ask. Do you care about that zero? Do you care about that all?
You know, of course, I want to make the best fights happen, and if a fighter beats me, then beat me. But at the end of the day, they're gonna have to show me. I'm not gonna just let a fighter just say that he can beat me without showing me. You know, I put my all up. I put everything, you know, that I stand for on the line. You know, will they? We'll see.
Well, Lomachenko's with Bob Arum. Bob Arum's done a lot of work with Eddie Hearn of late. You were out in Texas with me, with Morris Hooker and Ramirez. he's obviously he's worked with Campbell and Lomachenko a couple of weeks back. So with Bob Arum, there is that. Oh, the lights have gone down a little bit. So good. With Bob Arum,
Is it good? Is it good?
No, it's good. But Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum are all working together. So that it's not like that fight isn't hard to make. That fight is easy to make.
Well, it is. The fight is kind of hard to make because I don't know if you saw it, but Bob Arum's basically been saying that Lomachenko isn't going to fight Devin Haney. It doesn't look like that they want to go down the road of Devin Haney. They want to fight. He's talking about Lomachenko fighting 140 pounders, 126 pounders. When I'm in his weight class, and after this fight, it makes me the mandatory. Bob Arum actually said that this fight really doesn't even count. He said that Zara Abdullaev is not a opponent worthy enough to be fighting Lomachenko after this. So it seems like I don't know what it seems like, but we'll see.
We'll see. Why do you think Bob's saying that?
I don't know.
He's mentioned Shakur Stevenson, he's mentioned guys like that. So.
Jamel Herring, he mentioned multiple guys, but I don't know why he's saying that. He's a very smart guy. He's been in the boxing game for a long time, so I don't know.
Okay, all going well tomorrow night.
Yeah.
You do the Devin Haney thing, you knock Abdullaev in spectacular fashion, you become into the WBC title. Lomachenko fight isn't there for you, as to say, because it seems like
of course he's
Who would you like to face? I mean, Teofimo Lopez is fighting Richard Tommy in December, I believe. Are you one of the champions next?
Well, after this fight, he's going to fight the winner out of Comey, and Teofimo Lopez is pretty much already set in stone. So he's gonna have all the belts. So who else? It doesn't really make sense to fight anybody else in the weight class as far as to get a world title, because what sense does it make? I'm chasing the world title at this point. I don't really want to make too many fights that don't make sense. Of course, after this fight I'll have the interim, so maybe I'll do a defense of the interim title, but we'll see what happens.
I've got to ask, coming from the UK, that you must have seen Lomachenko, the sort of like with the fans react to Lomachenko out in the UK. They love him out there.
Yeah.
Would you come to the UK maybe to fight somebody like Campbell?
Of course, I would love to come to the UK and fight. I don't know, who would be if it was with Campbell or whoever, but I'm not ducking or dodging anybody. I want to make the best fights happen. I want people to know that I'm a real fighter and I could beat all of the top guys. So I'm willing to go to the UK and fight. I get a lot of love, from the UK fans. So of course, I'm willing to go there and fight whoever.
Final question. I was meant to ask during the Lomachenko discussion.
But like I said, I don't really want to make any fights that don't make sense. Luke Campbell doesn't have a title at this point, so.
Defense of your interim title, he's got that sort of. You can sell out a good arena at home in the O2. You can get 16,000 people in there. Your name is now up there with the UK fans, so it makes sense. For the fans, does it make sense for you?
It's a good fight, but it doesn't really make sense. But like I said, I'm willing to fight whoever, but I'm chasing the titles at this point, and I want to make any fights with the champions. If not, I'm up to 140, like I've been saying.
I talked about the weight cut there. You said it's every weight cut's tough, but are you making it comfortable enough to stay around? Do you feel like that's
this was my best weight cut, to be honest. My last weight cut was much tougher than this one, but this fight, I was more disciplined, and I was able to. Before my last fight, it was some dates I was gonna fight on the Canelo undercard. It was a few dates that fell out, so it was kind of just tough going up and down or whatever. But this fight, the weight cut went really good. So I'll make the 135 limit for a couple more fights if it makes sense.
That's what I was going to say. If you don't get one, like Lomachenko might have all the belts in the next 6 months. If you can't get the Lomachenko fight, you're just going to say, right, screw that, I'm going up to 140.
Yeah. If I can't make that fight happen, then it really makes no sense. But if Lomachenko's going to go down after he gets all the belts, then it makes sense to stay around because the belt's going to become vacant and the interim title bumps up to the real title. So.
Okay, let's put a promoter's hat on you, a manager's hat on you. Final question: Lomachenko fight does happen. Where would you like that fight to be?
Vegas.
I was going to say Vegas.
Yeah, I would love for that fight to be in Vegas. I fought in Vegas when I was like 2-0 or whatever, 3-0. It was a great opportunity, but to be headlining Vegas with a fighter like Lomachenko, that'd be a dream come true. That would be crazy.
Well, hopefully I'll get you.
Or New York too. New York, like I said, I've been getting crazy love since I've been here.
You want to get the big arena though in New York?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they would have to give us the big arena.
Good stuff, good stuff. Well, I won't keep you much longer. I know you've got your whole squad here with you, and then you've had some good fruit. Your phone's been buzzing left, right, and centre. You're a popular man, so I'll wrap it up here. But again, thanks for this, my Phil TV, and I'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, Devin.
Once the opportunity arose for him to close the show, he did it in emphatic style.
Whatever he hits falls.